Hey everyone and welcome to Let's Play Avernum 2, The Crystal Souls. There's no "the" there, but I added it because I felt like it, I guess. So, few information, this is probably going to see me killed a lot because this is blind. And it's probably going to be on hard. I'm gonna start it on torment, see how far I go with that. Probably not very far, and I've heard you can change the difficulty midway through. If you can't, well, I'll be tormented, I guess. It's a terrible idea, but whatever. I'm gonna start it on torment, and we'll see how far I can go before I have to change it. So we get, I get 4 characters. Aldous and Cordelia are from the first game, by the way. I did play the first game once, completed it all the way, and I thought the whole time that a blind let's play of it would have been nice. And then this game came out and I was like, oh, perfect, I'm gonna get my blind let's play of Avernum after all, especially since the games are really similar. It's blind, but I did start a game to see if it would run properly and if I could record it properly. So I had some testing to do, obviously, so I could see a little. I didn't even complete the tutorial area, so don't worry, I didn't get very far at all. I did die once on my first attempt in the tutorial area. Well, I died. One character died and I was like, screw that, restarting. Yeah. So torment's kind of hard. Anyway, let's change names and characters. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do that off screen because that's kind of boring to you guys. Alright, so I changed their appearance and names. Mostly, I just changed everybody to custom. They're basically going to be the same thing they were going to be, but I'm just going to put the points where I feel like putting the points. Anyway, name them after characters, not characters, subscribers and or people that are watching my videos, and I know are watching my videos because they are leaving a lot of comments. I don't remember Boiler actually subscribing, but he has been leaving a lot of comments. He's not going to be watching this, I'm pretty sure. He's there for the Heroes of Might and Magic only, but I've been appreciating him, so I put him in there because I feel like it. Screw all y'all. The other people, Nemo was also very useful, very helpful in my previous project, so I thought I'd put him in there. And then I got a couple of Russians up front. The Brawn. Mr. Satanislav, who's probably going to be there. I remember talking about Avernum with him at some point, so he's probably going to be interested, even though he doesn't really comment all that often anymore. And then Tim, who's been on all my videos that I can see. I kind of like him. He's cool. Alright, so I guess that's it for my characters. Torment, as I said. You can also change the difficulty later, and it's probably going to happen. Hard is probably more my level. I did the first one on normal, but I barely had any problems. I died a few times, but then I got a few key elements, and then I just crushed everything. The end was pretty easy. Maybe now it's gonna be challenging. So Avernum is the underworld, by the way. If you want to read this, there's gonna be a lot of reading in Avernum. Avernum's story is very text-based, so you read a lot. And I'll be cutting myself reading, but I'll leave in enough time that you can actually pause and read it yourself if you're interested. If you're not interested, well, you don't have to read it, I guess, but you won't know what's happening. It's up to you. Anyway, we've seen this enough. So, the Empire invaded. I've read that already. As I said, I started the game, so I kind of read the thing. The Empire... Yeah, by the way, the whole murder of Hawthorne, that's... No, that's a spoiler. But it does happen in the first game. It's a throwback to the first game. So the power of the Empire is well, powerful. What can you say? So they come down here. Do pause if you want to read. Too bad. And then they start doing good. They were doing bad, then they were doing good, and we don't know what's happening. Next. And then magical barriers happened. Nobody knows what the heck's going on. So you're dreaming of heroism and you're digging a hole. Not fun. Wow, a map! I've never seen a map. I didn't look at the map before. Invaded territory, I see. They took all the pieces that we don't care about. Okay. If you say so. So we're near Fort Draco. Interesting. I just remember... You know, I'm just looking at this because I want to see what's going on in the world now. That's interesting. Okay, well, we're going to learn more of the map as we go. I have some stats and points to hand out to people. I'll be right back. Alright, I did the points. I put everything in endurance for both the melee characters. They're going up different paths, I suppose. By the way, I should maybe explain. You have a tier for each of them. First tier, second tier, etc. You work your way up through the tree, if you will. It's not much of a tree. It's very open for the most part. However, you can only put as many points in this as you have in the previous ones, and they're capped at some point. At least they were in the first game. So these were capped at like 20, but these were capped at like 10 or something, and then these are obviously going to be capped at 10 because this is as far as you can go here. Anyway, Satan is going to be blades and hardy and a tank, generally speaking, hopefully. Tim, however, is going to be the pole weapons. He is a specialist because he is a Slith. By the way, Sliths and Nephilims are new in this game. Well, as Sliths and Nephilims as playable characters are new because they were in the first game. You just killed them though. So he is pole and blade master because I want him to do a lot of damage with that pole of his. They also both have one tool and one first aid because I like first aid. It makes the whole thing sustainable. It makes going a longer period of time without going back to town much more manageable. And then tool use is important. It's basically your disarm trap / lockpick skill, and it's spread out. It just adds up between everything you have in your party. Anyway. Moving on. The mages got 1 intelligence and 2 endurance. I didn't put in as many endurance points as the others because they shouldn't be taking as many hits, although you do die very fast in Torment, believe me. So, pre-spells mostly, 3 of them, 1 more first aid, and then Cavalor. For him, and for Boiler. Boiler, of course, is the mage. She also took 1 point of arcane lore, so I can maybe read a book if I need to. The first time I encounter one. And then Cavalor, which is important as well to finding secrets mostly. It's another one of these things that just the most you have in the party, the better. What is that? Luck? Oh. Isn't that... That was a trait before. Now it's this. What was there in the first game? I don't remember. By the way, the art style for these, the illustrations, they look a lot like Girl Genius. I don't know if you know that webcomic, but it looks a lot like it, and I wonder if they just asked the same person. Everybody got good health, by the way, because I'm very concerned about my health and well-being, and I think I'm going to die. So, yeah. This is a point and click. Well, it's a tactical RPG, really. But you just click somewhere and then you go there. Everybody goes there in a single file. Yay, go us. Wow, a lot of reading to do. I did mention there's a lot of reading to do in this game. If it's anything like the first game, and it looks like it's like the first game, we're going to be reading a lot. So, blah, 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 blah. Max sign is on the other side. Who's max sign? I don't know. There's helmets on the thing. You go to your inventory. That's everybody's inventory. And then that's what's on the ground. Poor leather armor. Just gonna go to all of them. Pressing tab does not go through. These are items. You have some quick use items. They're down here. And then you can also click the sun I think it's supposed to be a gear, but I see a sun, personally. You can click the sun to actually use it when you're in your inventory. Anyway. Oh. Time to start digging. No, I want to talk to Maxon first. Hey there, Maxon. How you doing today? Tell me more about yourself, please. And then she's not a soldier. Okay. This is rude. I knew that. I asked it anyway just to show you. It's rude to ask why you're in exile. Just rude. Don't ask. Anyway, why did you come here? Because you had to help. Okay. I'd like to ask something else. What's up? Don't know. Okay. Anything about barriers? They're barriers. Okay. What's up with the gate? Oh. I hope it won't be long, but let's not freak out for no reason, so just, you know, take your time. It's fine, I got some digging to do anyway. Jeez. Okay, open the door, and then something is wrong. You are about to enter combat mode. Oh, our first battle of the game. When enemies are in your view, you notice there's fog of war. When you see enemies or enemies see you, you will enter combat automatically. You can do that yourself by clicking here. I don't really care. It's going to do it anyway, and then the goblins are going to be closer, which is fine. This, by the way, you can record. I just clicked it, I guess. I right-clicked it just to see if it would do anything. Apparently it does the same thing as left-clicking it. So it's teaching you how to attack. Basically, if you click on it, you're going to go and attack it. You have 8 action points. You can get more a few ways. Well, I know of one, and I imagine a few of the other ways from back in the first game are going to be back. But anyway, you have 8. Moving is 1 all the time. You can just click all the way there and it's going to work too, mind you. You don't have to be as slow as me. And then attacking is usually, I think, 8 or 9 action points. It doesn't matter if you don't have 8 or 9. He's just going to do it and then end his turn. Anyway, yeah, you just attack. Critical hit! Yeah! Get over here. Stay there. For now. Maybe later. We'll do something else. Oh yeah, I didn't set these. Give me a moment. Okay, so the priest spells are set. You can have quick casts here. Or you can see all of them. Ooh, there's 2 new spells. I don't know which... Oh, that's new. Off the top of my head, I don't see what's... Oh, this is new. Okay, move mountains and sanctification rituals are new. Interesting. This is what we want. Mass healing. And then this, eventually, return life. That's very useful. Anyway, for now we have crappy spells. Pew. And then it did not affect him. That's actually kind of terrible. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, and I'm going to set her as well. Give me a moment. Okay, so there's that. It's basically the same thing as priest spells, except it's mage spells. And then you get all these. There's two new spells. Those are it. You capture souls and then you can summon them. Cool. Anyway, I quick casted them here. I guess I should introduce you to cloaks and blessings. Yeah, both mage and priest spells have these cloaks. I right-clicked on it, expecting it to do something else, then cast it. Oh well. I'm an idiot sometimes. Whatever. So anyway, you have cloaks, and you have blessings, wards. Oops, sorry, wards. There you go. They are permanent buffs. They tend to cost a lot of mana, but they stay on until you reset by entering towns or whatnot. I am going to protect you whether you like it or not, Tim, because this game is a little hard sometimes. Let's burn. The basic mage spell is fantastic because it costs only 1 mana. Lovely. Smite here, the basic priest spell to attack. in comparison, does way less damage. Can you... Oh, I can reach the flinger. Nice. Nobody's dying yet. The flinger is missing. Cool. That's not where I died, by the way. I didn't die on the first combat. Come on. I died on the third combat. The third combat, there was this one flinger. He just started killing me. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So nobody really needs healing. Let's just keep killing. By the way, for the tutorial, it should be easy as long as you can get through a combat without dying, because you can heal at your leisure. It's really good. By the way, Cloak of Curses makes my characters inflict curses randomly on the enemy when they melee them, which is what War Curse meant. When you're done, when there's no enemies, you can, in your sight that is, you can go out of combat. And as soon as you move one square, First Aid is going to apply, which is 1 health, 1 energy with 3 First Aid. It's not much, but whatever. It's going to be much eventually. I was gonna say something and then I just poof, forgot. Oh yeah, no, whatever. Did you read that? I hope you did. In the tutorial area, it doesn't really matter that First Aid, that is. It doesn't really matter because this entire area here, if you step on it, it's going to reset your health. This I'm not going to use, but it has value, which means I can actually sell it. I could use it to dual wield if I really want to, but I don't. Also, there's a shield here. Nice. Take it. Give it to the tank. The big, mean tank. Okay. Also, there's boots here. You need to check the ground relatively often. Sandals, sorry. Let's give that to Tim because he doesn't have a shield. Unsurprisingly, dead goblins. The dead goblins were not the only threat, so at least Maxon got the day. She says tink tink. Good job, game. Anyway, more goblins. Good lord. Is there an end to these pests? Kill it. Please kill it. I don't have to spare my mana right now. I'm going to have to as soon as I enter the first dungeon, but for now, I'm fine. Okay. If you move when you're adjacent to an enemy, he's going to slow you down. It's going to take 4 action points instead of 1. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, but it's a good mechanic, I suppose. It does what it needs to do, at the very least. Also, because I got healed, this entire area heals you. It also resets the cloaks and wards. Well, we don't have wards, but it does reset the cloak, which is kind of annoying because I keep forgetting to recast it. This. Thank you. Sure. Cast the cloak. Hey there. Hey there, little goblin. If I remember correctly, there is also a goblin warrior down there. A more powerful enemy. We should be fine though. Stay there, I guess. If you double click on your guys, they're going to end their turn. Just kill it. Just go here. I want everybody to be able to attack the jerk. As much as possible. Nope, okay, never mind. Just stay there. Alright, you are a goblin warrior. You are going to die. Oops. No, stay back. I don't want you to get involved too much. I don't care, really. I don't need him. I can kill a goblin warrior by myself, especially with poison on. Heck yeah. People don't have to participate in a kill to actually get the experience. Everybody gets experience. I'm sure you noticed that by now, but I'm just, pointing out the obvious. Yay me! Coins, by the way, whether they're copper, silver, gold, doesn't matter. Coins are coins. I have 131. Kind of silly if you ask me. Whatever. Oops, did not mean to do that.